All right, hey, thanks for taking a little time to join us here on the channel today again. Today we want to answer a question that we get asked a lot. You know, we go to Disneyland a lot, we love Disneyland, and so people are always asking us questions about Disneyland, and one of the questions we get asked about a lot is, are you allowed to bring your own snacks into Disneyland? And I'm happy to say that the answer to that question is yes. Now, you know, I don't think Disneyland wants you to push that to the limit. I have seen people at Disneyland with huge coolers, and the cast members, as the staff is called at Disneyland, they have asked those people to take their cooler and put it in a locker outside the parks. They don't want you bringing in huge volumes of food and having a giant picnic inside the park with everybody. Now, that being said, you can bring your own picnic. And we are going to do a video a little later about how to eat relatively cheap. You know, nothing's super cheap at Disneyland, but I always use the word relative. So we'll do a video a little bit later on how to eat as inexpensively as possible at Disneyland. But this video right now, we are just going to focus on the snacks at Disneyland. And so one of the ways I thought we could do this was just go around and ask all the members of the Vagabond Gene family here what their favorite snack is that we bring into the park. Of course, we have our favorite snacks that we buy at the park, but we also like to bring snacks into the park. And so I went around and I asked each of them which of the snacks that we generally bring is their favorite, and I thought I'd share those with you here today. All right, hey Cameo, what is your favorite snack to bring to Disneyland?
Apples.
Apples.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, perfect. So yeah, I agree with Cameo. I think apples are a great thing to bring into the park. We've tried to bring in some other fruit. We brought in a banana one time. Not a good idea. If you bring a banana, put it at the bottom of your backpack, and then all your other stuff gets on top of it, that banana does not stay together very well, and I just ended up with a handful of goop there. But as far as fruit goes, of course, Cameo always wants the healthiest stuff she can, and as far as fruit goes, apples are a great thing to bring into the park. All right, Cora, so when we go to Disneyland, what is your favorite snack to bring to Disneyland?
Probably the Cliff Bars, especially the mint chocolate chip ones.
Yeah, I like those ones too.
Good.
Perfect, thanks. So yeah, Cora, she loves those Cliff Bars. I love those Cliff Bars. They're high on my list. And, you know, kind of an added bonus if you're not afraid to caffeinate, I guess, is some of those Cliff Bars. In fact, that mint chocolate chip that Cora mentioned, that one specifically is caffeinated, so it's kind of like an energy bar. So not only does it fill you up, it's kind of in between a healthy snack and a sweet snack, kind of like a cookie bar there. And if you get the caffeinated ones, it also gives you a little boost through the day. You know, when you're at Disneyland, you're generally there a long day. Some of these are 16-hour days. Sometimes you need that little extra boost, and so those Cliff Bars are good to give you that extra energy, especially those ones with a little bit of caffeine in them. All right, so Granger, when we go to Disneyland and we bring our own snacks into the park, what is your favorite snack to bring in?
I like the trail mix that we bring in. I like it a little more when Mom adds in an extra bag of dark chocolate M&Ms.
Yeah, Mom's pretty good that way, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know she did that till really recently, but turns out that's why I like it so much.
All right, thanks. So yeah, Granger, he loves the trail mix. I think all of us love the trail mix. It's especially the way Cameo does it. She doesn't just do the trail mix. She always spikes it with a little bit of M&Ms, usually the dark chocolate M&Ms. We seem to be fans of those. So you get your trail mix with that little extra oomph of chocolate in there, and that generally is a big hit with all of us. It kind of, again, the sweet, the savory, the salty of the peanuts and the nuts in there, and the sweet of the candy, and it's filling. So, you know, you take a handful of that, and it really lasts for quite a while, and kind of fills up your belly in between meals while you're there at Disneyland. So, yeah, I agree with Ranger. Can't go wrong with the trail mix. Hey Jonah, what is your favorite snack to bring to Disneyland?
I would say beef jerky.
Beef jerky.
Yep.
Jonah, yes, Jonah is our carnivore, so of course he would pick the beef jerky beef jerky, another hit with the whole family. That beef jerky, sometimes some of these snacks are a little bit too sweet, so it's kind of nice to have that salty, meaty beef jerky. Just take a bite of that and gnaw on it for a while. It lasts you while you're in the park and going in between rides. You know, if it worked for, you know, the people coming out west from the east in the good old days, giving them their nourishment as they were crossing the plains or whatever, it certainly can work for a day at Disneyland as well. So yeah, beef jerky, another great snack to bring to Disneyland. All right, Ezra Luke, when we go to Disneyland, what is your favorite snack to bring into Disneyland?
Well, we usually get the chips, and I like those. They're really flavorful and crunchy, and they're probably my favorite.
Awesome, thank you. All right, gotta love Ezra. He's always the one that wants to expound the most on his opinion, and especially if that opinion is about food. He loves food, and especially good food. But yeah, those Pringles or Lay's chips that you get in the stackable containers, they are great, especially when they're in that container, because it keeps the chips from being smashed. You know, if you got a bag of Doritos or some other Ruffles or some chips like that and you try to put them in your bag, they're going to be nothing but crumbs by the end of the day. But getting them in those cylinders that the Pringles or the Lay's have, that preserves those chips somewhat, and they're a lot easier to pass around when you're walking through the park, especially if you're standing in line. You can just take a little stack of those and pass them around, and that's a great snack to have through the park. Plus, they have a ton of flavors, so when you're going through the different flavors, you don't necessarily get sick of one kind of chip. So that is another, again, great snack to bring to Disneyland. I can't dispute that, Ezra. Good job there. So how about me? What do I like to bring into the park? Well, I kind of have a category, maybe. You know, when we're in the park and we're running around, we always bring our water bottles. It's great to have water. But again, if you're there for 16 hours, you kind of want something to drink other than just water. And so I like to bring those little energy packs. You can get them Crystal Light, or Walmart has a brand, and you just put them in your water and mix it up. There's lots of different kinds, lots of different flavors. I like to bring that, especially the energy kind. I like to have a little caffeine boost in there. You put that caffeine in to your water, mix it up, you got a nice little drink. And they're small, they don't take much room up in the bag. So that's one of my favorite things to bring in. But again, I throw this into a category, and the category is the drink category. And for me, if you're at Disneyland especially if it's a hot day, you've been walking around, there is nothing better to bring in than a Coke. So for me, Coca-Cola, definitely. I mean, I'm full out addicted to Coke. I love it. So of course I'm gonna vote for Coke pretty much any time. But it is great to have in the park on a hot day. You get a nice cold Coke. Now, Disneyland used to be a lot more strict about bringing soda into the park, but they've changed where they put their security system or their security check-in now. And so now, because they do their check-in before you come into downtown Disney, they are much more lax, and they don't care at all if you bring in a soda. And so I usually bring in a bottle of Coke to get me through the day. And so that's it, guys. That's our top 6 snacks that we like to bring into the park when we go to Disneyland. I hope this helped you, give you a few ideas for snacks. If you did like the video, again, please give us a like down there. Also, if you've got some snacks that you like to bring into Disneyland, leave a note in the comments below. Let us know what you like to bring in. You know, I've seen some very interesting things in there. One of the things I keep saying I want to bring in, that I keep seeing people bring into Disneyland, is a little seaweed wafers. I love those things. My kids eat them like they're candy, and so we need to start bringing that into the park as well. But if you've got a favorite snack that you like to bring into Disneyland or wherever you're going on travels, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. And again, please subscribe if you found this video helpful. We have lots more videos like this one coming out with tricks and tips on how to travel a little better with a family, and also just some life advice from our perspective. And so we're happy to share this life with you, this journey with you, and we hope that whatever you're doing, wherever you are, you're having a great day as you live your journey. Thanks. Have a great day.